Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts, hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts, hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts, hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts, hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Hot facts. Robert Reese.
Guys like entertaining channels, and I don't try to promote drama. Some people will look at it drama. Some people will just look at it as the facts and reality. And a lot of what drama is, it is reality with certain people and how they present it. But go check out Hot Facts with Robert Reese. He has a really entertaining channel. Is very professional at what he does. You'll get a lot of good info and a lot of good laughs out of it to really make you see in the world how some people hide behind a computer screen, want to talk trash about others with complete false realities. But he is the type of guy that will bring reality and truth to his live streams, and he shuts a lot of people down. I mean, he shuts them down quick.
All right, now, Hot Facts people, we only gonna be here for an hour. This is Roy's support right here. I had to get this in. Watching everything that has been happening with Real Talk with Roy and Thunder and Flex and Dated Driver and all them, you guys saw a live stream with Roy reacting to Thunder, and there was a lot of separate stories going in right there about them. There was a lot of separate stories, okay? There was a lot of separate stories that were there, so it was hard for a lot of you guys to follow those. But I'll let you guys know this, that that the Hollywood Gig News with Hot Facts with Robert Reese covered everything. So I have everything, okay? Real Talk with Roy told the truth. He's been supporting me for a long time. He knows what I'm gonna do. He knows I'm the news. He don't like his stuff in the news, but he knows how to handle that with me, okay? Also, they were like, why is Roy bringing up a phone call conversation and talking about this and that? That's why you guys understand I do on the record, off the record. That's why I do that there. That's why I do on the record, off the record. Anything that's off the record is not said. Anything that is on the record, or it's there, or sometimes things may not, you may not say anything, and someone may need to say something that will help clear their name. And that's what happened with Real Talk with Roy. Now, me and Roy have our spats. We go at it, but we keep each other. We talk to each other real. We do all this other stuff, and it is like that. I'm supporting him. I've been supporting him since I've met him. I told him exactly why. I will never stop supporting him, and he does the exact same thing. But it's time to tell the truth. Now, in this video that you guys, these videos that you guys are about to see, Thunder made some claims that he's never talked about Bobby. He never started things. That's false. You're going to see that happen here. You're going to see how Mr. Flex did not kick off Terry when Terry is going ham on Thunder. He's going ham on Thunder. Flex did not kick him off on his own stream with Thunder and Cherry up there. You are going to see that. You're going to hear about Thunder buying himself in. Now, all these videos are there in the Hollywood Gig News. Thunder, when I told you made Hollywood Gig News, you thought that, oh, it's nothing. But it has everything that you guys were saying is not true. I have everything to back up Roy, and everything that Roy said was not a lie. It was not a lie at all. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. You're going to see a series of videos that Roy said himself happen. Okay, now let me tell you this, Robert, Bob, okay, Thunder. There was a conversation, and Bobby knows about this too because he was there. It was about saying someone's name and all this stuff. And people, these videos go back, like they go back to like really prove. I said, my name is Robert Reese. This is my name. They're like, yeah, well, you dox yourself. You put your name there. I said, Bobby's name is Robert. They said, Flex said, why are you saying Bobby's name for? Why are you saying his name? Why are you doxing him? And Bobby said, my name's Bobby. It's kind of easy to know that my name is Robert. Okay. During that same process, Thunder said, oh, his name's Robert. Bobby's name's Robert. My name is Robert. No one talked about him doxing himself all them months ago when that actually happened, which makes me think like, why are you guys doing this when it all makes no sense? Now, I'm the one firsthand that was telling them about Cherry. Now, me and Cherry worked it out. We all good. But I'm the one that was saying all the stuff about Cherry and him doing all the stuff, and they were backing Cherry. Oh, you can't handle it. You do this and this. And now there's an issue. So sit back and watch this, people. This is now going to be the truth for Roy. Now, also pay attention to this. Last night, Jaded Driver said, Reese buried you, Thunder, last night. He buried me. He buried Flex in the chat. He was saying a whole bunch of stuff. Then you're going to hear Jaded Driver say, Thunder, you can't be nice. We got to get rid of these guys. Watch this, people. Roy did never lie. But when you really support someone, Roy didn't ask me to do this. When you really support someone, you do it like this. Roy, I got your back. I got your support. Watch this. You guys watch this. Let me go right here.
They only got a very few words to say, and then you guys always talking and yelling, and I can't even talk.
Roy, you let Reese up. People wanted to say what they wanted to say, and Reese got what he wanted again, which was everybody to get pissed off at each other. So congratulations, Roy. You did that.
Okay, first of all, you guys are just because you guys are pissed off at me or whatever. Once again, that's your fucking problem. I'm not pissed off at you.
Anybody who brings Robert Reese on their channel can go fuck themselves. How about that?
Okay, well that's fine. Then okay, you're good then. Fuck me then. I don't give a fuck. Fuck me all you want. Yup, I don't give a fuck. That's the way you feel. Don't come to my shit. I'll ban you from my shit after I get done. Okay, after I get done here. Guess what? After I get done here, yup. After I get done here, yup. I'll go ahead and ban you. Then you don't have to come to the channel.
If you want to ban me because Robert Reese got up your fucking skin, then that's okay.
No, I'm gonna ban you because you're blaming your guys' inability to get along with people on me. That's why. I saw
Bobby is losing weight on a good progress. Thunder brings in the antics and makes fun of him. Do we need this in the gig community? Check this out.
We're sitting here watching Bobby put on the pounds.
Bobby's getting, I mean, he's going to have to stop.
Bobby, did you lose more weight?
Dude, I went to 40 pounds. I went to Walmart.
Bobby.
Pizza Man, shut up for a second. What did you say?
I was asking if you lost weight.
Is that what Thunder was saying?
No, I said we're watching you put on the pounds.
So that's why I'm confused. He said you're putting pounds on, and I said, are you losing weight?
What's he doing? Stuffing his face.
I'm eating dinner. What the fuck?
Well, good. I'm just saying we're watching you put on pounds. That's all I said.
Do you want, look, there we go. Is that better?
Well, I got to be on the bottom.
Thank you.
Is that better?
There. There's no reason to time him out.
It's Robert Reese. There's always a reason.
Yeah, right. Reese really isn't that bad.
Shit, man. What you
I'll unban him later on.
Okay, man.
Thunder.
Oh, you want me
Wait till you watch Roy. Don't say another thing about someone not being bad or anybody till you watch. Reese fucking buried you. Buried me. Buried Flex. Sat over there tonight. I mean, the shit he said.
That's all okay. I really don't mind that shit, to be honest with you.
Well, then why are you doing it? Yeah, you do. You do mind that.
I mean, I do to a point.
Yeah, but we can't. That's what I'm saying. The nice guy shit's got in. We can't. Reese fucking, and they laughed about it. They act like everything was cool. You know, it was funny. But it's these kind of videos. So I'm not going to say, oh, it fucking bothered me. I couldn't believe Roy fucking done this shit. And that's like the dog. Right. Don't say that didn't bother, because it fucking did. It fucking tore you up. And don't let them see. We try to be like, oh, okay, it's all right. And look what it got us. Look what it got us.
Never said antagonized. I only said triggered. And I actually was giving you a compliment. It's not a bad thing.
I know you weren't. Seriously, I know you weren't.
What do you mean? He said that people pay to be on my fucking panel?
Yeah.
When did he say that? When did he say that?
When did I say people pay to be on the Royal channel? That's a straight lie, and you just said yeah. I was talking about you and Light and Thunder. Roy made a joke about Thunder, saying he hopped on and said, Thunder, you ain't got to pay no more dues. Roy made that joke because Thunder paid that money, and all he does now, he gets up there and finds a way to talk about Eli on your channel. That's what he paid for. That's what he did.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Well, I'm not gonna condone that and say that's why he super chatted Flex, but if the man wants to spend his money on Flex's channel, regardless of what it's for, unless you're in Thunder's head or this guy's head, you can't say for a fact why he did it. So.
Yeah, just to be clear too, I also made that joke too, so I don't want Roy to be the only one to get the smoke for that. I said it as well.
Ain't nobody giving me smoke about that. Like,
yeah, but see, Flex was trying to get on me. He was trying to get on me for bringing it up, but Bobby just said I made the joke too. And no, Bobby said I made the joke too. Light also, Flex, you put the community post up with Light paying.
During this next clip, Coach Thunder bites off more than he can chew. He comes into a new community and they reject him. They don't like his antics. Listen to this.
Hey, Jaden, I don't mean to cut you off, but hold on. I want to say something real quick. Everybody be quiet just for 1 second.
Thunder's for you.
I want to address something. Yo, shut up.
You shut
I want to address something real quick. Thunder, when I muted you, it was not personal. I've done it to plenty of other people. It was only because Ron was trying to talk about something really important. If anybody else would have been talking,
I heard what he was talking about, and he was full of shit again there because everyone's fucking trying to tell me I was trying to make a fucking live stream about Cherry and Red, and I don't give a fuck about their fucking dispute. I was making a video about doxing. That's what it was about. And I told Cherry about it this morning. He goes, "Hell yeah, do it." Or something.
I didn't say hell yeah, do it.
You said do it. You said yeah, do it. I'll show you.
I said begrudgingly do it. Dude, why are we parsing?
Quit interrupting me. You always have to talk over everybody. Let me fucking say what I gotta say.
Dude, there are a bunch of people in here and none of them do air conditioning for a living. This is a GigTube community. Get the fuck out of here, old man. Nobody wants you here. Your welcome is worn out.
Let him talk, Terry.
Let him. Why don't you just fucking mute him, Bobby, like you did me, huh?
All right, go ahead, Thunder. Speak.
Hey, go fuck your wife tonight. Maybe you need to do that. You really want me to open my mouth about you, old man? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. And fuck you.
Make it about him. I gave him the floor the other day on my channel.
Hey, asshole! I'm up here minding my business. We're trying to chill and talk about buds and blah, 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 blah. Hey, I think your wife is a fucking whore.
Yeah, I know you do, because you want to do her, but you can't. You want to do everyone's wives, but you're more into men. It's the men that want you, not the girls.
You all tied.
That's why you've been married 5 fucking times, asswipe, because you can't keep a woman nearby. They dump your ass.
You got me. Hey, dude, you just hit the big leagues. As of tomorrow, understand that your wife is now in my mouth for the next week. I'm going to talk about Thunder's wife all day, and I'm gonna find out her first name.
Stop.
You want to fuck with me, boy?
Sit back, relax.
Doesn't that guy have his retirement funds yet?
Get these hot facts.
I don't know, except it's the last, exactly, Pizza Man. It's the last day of me putting up with him trying to fucking make my life his drama. Thunder, you are officially gonna get it this week. You want to be around this community? We're gonna talk about Thunder's wife this week. How's that?
No, we're not, Cherry. You're just zero.
If you would.
All right, now, so you just saw Cherry do all of that, and you saw Flex up there in the corner laughing when Cherry was disrespecting his wife and everything. Flex is up there laughing. Now, wasn't their thing about Roy was, why didn't you kick him off or do things like that? Why did Flex not do it right then and there? It's because you didn't pay him all the way off yet, but we thought you did. Now, Roy told the truth. Now, you guys were not gonna go dig up all the stuff like how Thunder said. I never said nothing bad about Bobby. You heard him raise his voice. You heard him talk about Bobby's weight. Thunder said he's never done any of that. So just know that the Hollywood Gig News people in that playlist there that Jeffrey's gonna have up there for you, that playlist right there, people, has everything that you can just go through and watch. It has all the extortion stuff and everything with everyone. It has everything there. So they were giving you bits and pieces of a bunch of different stories to try to make Roy seem like he did not know what he was talking about. But all those people that were supporting Flex over there, they were like, you know, Roy don't have all the stuff. He can't pull up this and that. But little did they forget that HotFacts supports Real Talk with Roy. And Roy was stating things that they were trying to talk over and say that it's not true. But HotFacts comes to the rescue once again, and I have the actual videos of them doing it. The question of Thunder buying himself in and doing all that stuff for Flex has already been inside there. Cherry ain't bringing none of this stuff up new. The doxing thing, they were talking about doxing back then, and I was doxed again today, or yesterday. I was doxed again yesterday. Let me go ahead and just get this out the way now. Tammy put up again my child support thing that was in 2019. My son passed away in 2018. 2019, shortly after that, went through a process where my child support was signed off by my son's mom. So if you look on the community post there is no dollar amount where it says creditor because my son is not 18. So just in case something happens, it's still there. And then in case I got to do, it's there. There's no rears. There's no anything. There's nothing like that. And then there you go. Now let me go explain the other thing that she docs. Now my driver's license number is on there, people. My first and last name. So Thunder, don't talk about being doxxed. This is up there on her community post. And Tammy, I did go ahead and report it, sent in the message and everything. Someone can make fake IDs with my name, my driver's license number, and do all that. That's what you did. Now, the other one, people, is it says that I owe $12,927 to unemployment. Now, this is something that I already knew might have been happening because of when I went through the COVID thing at work and then used up all my sick time and all the other things. I was advised by HR to go sign up for unemployment while you're doing the whole COVID thing. I was out. So when I was at work, when they finally cleared the unemployment thing to go ahead and come on through, they gave me everything at one time on a lump. And because while I was working at Harbor Freight and I received that, then they said that I violated there, which I am fighting that now. Paid like $3,000 back in February. I'm doing that. I got to pay as it goes because when they investigate and figure out that what happened, I'm going to get that back. And that's exactly what it is. So it says $12,997 right there. The child support thing, there's no numbers on that because there's nothing there. There's no arrears or anything. And it was signed off. That's from 2019 when it was actually signed off. That's why there's no numbers there. I don't have a rear or anything. But Tammy put that up on her community post yesterday. It's there. My driver's license number, my name, my everything. It's up there. So I was just doxxed again. So Thunder, don't talk about being doxxed about anything. Don't talk about it. Your name is Robert. Oh, well. So the fuck what? So the fuck what? Now check this out. Flex says, well, someone clicked on it and it was one of Thunder's clients. So what? So what? Let me tell you why. So what? Because someone clicked on a video from Roy, they spread it out, and because someone did that, someone else did that to Roy. So it does not matter. It does not matter. It does not matter. If someone puts up a video and a link is there and randomly someone will see, oh, I know that channel there, and they click and they do a click, then they do a click, and that's what they see. Well, his client saw him smoking weed. So what? And why is that any of your business? And then fighting, and Roy has been supporting you. Roy has fought with me and went at me so cold for you, for Jaded, for Thunder, just to show you guys that he supports you guys on certain things. He's gone at my head hard. Now, you guys saw how Yup said, if you have HotFacts on here, we're not going to come on here and talk to you. Now they're saying the thing about Cherry now. You got Cherry and Reese. So it's about other people. It's not even about Roy. But as you see, Bobby has no issue with me. There's a video that I have on the Hollywood Gig News where Bobby says he's standing up for everybody on the lounge, and I said F Rolling with Red. That was when I was mad at Cherry. I said F Cherry Pick. I said F a whole bunch of them, but I said I do like you, Bobby. So now what's up? I have never had an issue with Bobby. So they're mad that Bobby puts up his lives. I go in there, I say what's up, I give him a fist. Bobby says what's up, Reese. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There is never nothing going on with me and Bobby. So Bobby is always cordial with me. Roy is all the way. We have that going on. So there is nothing there. There's other people that have what you guys want from me. Other people have it. And just because they have it, that don't mean that I got to give it to you when you guys do all these things, like how you're going at Roy for things I was trying to warn you guys about a whole long time ago. Bobby told Flex, your channel's going to get taken down. Flex was getting strikes and everything. He said everything. He also said, I can't come here no more 3 or 4 times because of all the drama and all the stuff that goes on. Bobby also said that. So you got to also understand that, and you guys can be getting mad at all this other stuff. Let me go ahead. Yep, 99 cents super sticker there. Thank you, man. They've all been doing this from the jump, and from the jump. From the jump, Thunder was not welcomed by Yup. Yup was always like, man, what are you doing? And then Yup was one of the main ones. Why are you bringing up Eli so much? And then every time Thunder put some money in, okay, every time Thunder put some money in, he was able to talk about Eli. And then it came to a point where the handicap community got over there, and a lot of these guys were like, I'm not going over there. A lot of these guys were like, I'm not going over there, and they stepped away several times. Flex allows a whole lot of stuff. Necro had to stop because Cherry Pick went over there playing Michael Jackson on his live and stuff when Cherry was doing all the wild stuff. They've known about everything they are facing right now, but now what it is, they're like, well, if you can actually get along with someone, we don't like you. The craziest thing is that, look, they said that Thunder said, Reese said he wants to find a racist. I never heard that. They all said it's true. The racist is here, and now since the racist is cool with me, he's actually, if you guys don't know what I did, I have now, my last video was a gig video that I brought other people into to watch what we do in the gig world. With the dude leaving the baby in the car seat. It was 4 or 5 gig topics with 2 others, and they all watched. I brought the gig world out to other people, but JB Gunner is here now, right? So JB Gunner is going in supporting Roy and all that stuff. You guys said, well, I'll never be around the races. We don't tolerate all that stuff. You got one in the room now that's saying things that a whole lot of people are saying, oh yeah, oh cool, hey, all that other stuff. If people can learn to get along like that, why can't you guys just learn to get along or not get along? If you don't like some person, don't say nothing to them, and don't start throwing shots if they can throw shots back at you way harder. Roddy Piper said, don't throw a rock at a guy with a machine gun. You know why he said that? He said that because he wanted to, and I dare you, throw a rock at a guy with a machine gun and see what happens. You guys tried to lie on Roy. You guys tried to say that none of the stuff Roy was saying is true, but I put up all the videos right now to make that all the way true. And TFT is here. What's up, TFT? And let me show you how rough and rugged Mr. Flex got when it came down. He was so mad on just picking on people. Watch this.
Hot Facts with Robert Reese, people. More Hollywood Gig News. Mr. Flex spreads more rumors about Hot Facts that's false, and now he goes at my deputy, TFT. Take a look.
TFT supports racism. Oh, I'm blocked. God damn it. Guess what? TFT, you support racism, you fucking piece of shit. TFT supports racism. You support Reese, you support racism. No, I only come up to speak for different things. I don't speak on that, blah, 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 blah. Fuck out of here.
That's how angry Mr. Flex got. There was once an episode on the lounge where he was up there with Yup for about 3 hours talking about how can we stop Reese from putting up stuff. They were talking about, well, let's put music in the background and let's do this and do this and that. If we do this, he can't use our videos and do this and that to do all this. They did all that, but he got so frustrated, he went off on TFT, who don't do nothing wrong to nobody. They didn't tell you guys all this stuff. Okay? They don't tell you guys all this stuff, but it's time to tell you guys about this stuff. Now, when Roy sees this, Roy is gonna see this and be like, oh man, Roy had no idea, but you know, I support Roy. When you support someone, you do things like this. Thunder, Flex, Yup. Got a question for you guys. Or not Yup, Jaded Driver. Since you guys say all this stuff, why do you guys not have video proof like HotFacts brought up for on Roy's side to show what you guys say? You guys now have to show something different from what you guys have already said from what I proved. And if not, Roy won. He don't want to deal with you guys, and it goes from there. Now, people, we're going to get to something gig right now, okay? We're going to get to something gig. Man, I'm gonna give you guys something gig right now. Everybody can watch this. There's a delivery driver who went to a house. The house was on fire. When he went to go deliver the package, he failed to call the police and the entire house burned down. Watch this.
Looking at what the McCardle family found when they arrived home Saturday from the Cape after they got a call that their Medfield home was on fire.
We came home to a house filled with smoke and water and foam.
The fire broke out in trash bins next to the garage. Based on surveillance video, Peter McCardle tells us he believes it was due to materials thrown out by workers doing renovations on the house.
Unfortunately, the material that they disposed of was combustible.
But it's what the McCardle's surveillance video shows next that's jaw-dropping. 20 minutes after the first wisps of smoke, an Amazon driver opens the garage door to drop off a package. The driver walks through the smoke, sets down the box, backs up again, pauses, then eventually shuts the garage door and just leaves.
It's a little disturbing to know that this could have been prevented. If you see a fire, maybe call 911 or the fire department before you go on to your next delivery.
It would be another 3.5 hours before a passerby would see the flames and call 911. Crews from 10 towns spent another 4 hours knocking it down. The damage inside, extensive. That Amazon package, a soggy, smoky mess like the rest of the house. And when the McCardles called Amazon to make them aware of the situation,
the customer service lady said, I spoke to 2 managers and they're not willing to take your call because it wasn't their fault with the fire. And again, it wasn't to place blame. It was really more of an educational piece. Like, hey, maybe you can use this information to teach your drivers a little bit better to, you know, if you see something, say something, especially a fire.
Now, people, I got something to say about this. Now, there was another Amazon higher up that said no, whoever the managers were that denied it, because first of all, it's not Amazon's fault. So I would have did that too if I'm a manager. That's not even our fault. He said that we teach awareness and we teach them to make calls. That's what they said, but Amazon still was not responsible for this at all. Now, people said, well, if they were not home, how was he able to get in there? If you use Amazon, you're able to give the your garage code to the company so that your driver can actually go ahead and get in there. He opened it up. The materials that were inside there were not on fire yet, but it was burning. He dropped the package off, walked straight through the smoke, went back and got in his car and drove off. Now, there could be 3 scenarios here. One scenario could be like, these people always do him dirty. They say fuck him and all this other shit. So he was like, I see the smoke. Fuck your house, and drove on out. I hope your house burned down. It was a huge house. Maybe that was one option. Second option is this right here. He has a whole truckload of deliveries that he has to drop off. If he calls 911 and stays there, he can't deliver those packages to those homes, messes up his route. What if he's not in good standing? That's what it takes for him to get fired from the job. He don't want to lose his job. It's not his thing there. Okay, it's not his thing. So we got he don't like them. He's got the packages there, and then it's just like damn. I don't know if the house is burning down. I don't know what they got going on. Oh well, he listening to headphones or doing on whatever else he wants to do. But Amazon is fully not responsible for that. Now the driver could have been a good Samaritan and said or screamed out, "Hey, hey, hey, there's smoke. Anybody home? Anybody home? The house on fire. Anybody home?" He don't hear anything. He could have did the ollie ice cream free. He could have did all that. But you got to put yourself in that situation too. Do you risk your job for something that can backtrack you and then delay you? Now, when it's all done, you can be driving all night, delivering packages all damn night. You could actually end up having that happen, But what if the people what if they got a dog that always barks at them, or what if they never gave him a tip through what's Amazon's again? You can send Alexa, you can send your driver a $5 tip. Maybe he's never got a tip. Maybe when he speaks to them, they're mean and he's like, "Man, fuck you and your house. Fuck you and your house. You want your house to fucking survive? Fuck you. You got enough money for a house." What if that was his thought right there? Is he wrong for that? Obviously, we have a moral moral standby that we have to do. But then again, when it goes down, it's not his fault. It's not Amazon's fault. The materials that he had inside there when they were renovating the house, whoever was doing the renovations there and left that there on things that could be flammable, it's actually their fault right there. So he's got to go ahead and talk to the people that he trusts to be, storing those hazardous materials in his garage like that. He can't go all the way out like that and just say, "Well, I'm gonna it's Amazon." And then he said, "Well, you know what? I wasn't calling to get him fired. It's just a little awareness there." Well, a little awareness also on the consumer end and someone that's getting something delivered. You also got to know that if you're doing renovations, there are certain things that you got to look out for in case something happens, like electrical and all that other stuff. Like I'm pretty sure if OSHA were to walk through that house when they were gone, they would have found several violations there. You know what I mean? Roll them on up. OSHA would have rolled them on up. You know what I mean? But he's got to take ownership of that part. The driver, if it was me, I would have said, "Dang, somebody cooking paint, somebody getting high back here. Hey, y'all all right? I'll go look, somebody ODing back here. I'll go do something like that." Like me personally, hey, I'm gonna call on out. Plus in California, you get Proposition 22. So I probably would have got all that Prop 22 for me being there and wasting my time and then fought that shit. Yeah, now Eyeball says I smell insurance fraud. That could be insurance fraud. Just like Eli, I was just about to say that. Eli did a live last night and he broke down the chat. His live stream was about my chat and his house thing. And he did the last 30 minutes because he did not want to talk about the thing with Angel. So Eli, I know you're watching this because you watch. I know you're watching this. So I want you to go ahead and talk about it or keep ducking it. Let me go ahead and give it to you right here. Let me see. Where is it? First, you got to watch this one.
So the repugnant motherfuckers, I said, are the lowest of the low. I said the people that dox people are the lowest of the fucking low. That makes you some coward ass bitches. Who is this?
It's really me. It's Eli.
What do you want?
I want to apologize.
Well, you don't need to apologize, bro. Get off my channel. You talk just as much shit as everybody else. Get the fuck off my channel.
No, I want to apologize.
I don't need your fucking apologies, bro. Because you had nothing to say about me in the first place, but you wanted to run your fucking mouth. Your apology means shit to me, bro. So get the fuck off my channel.
Okay, I'm sorry, man. I'll see you later, man.
Yeah, goodbye. Thank you. Get the fuck out.
Dude, and you can't say the word. You just don't say it. But Angel, he messaged me and called me Coach N with the hard R, Eli. You know, we can't say that word here, or else I'll have to delete the stream. He called me Coach. N word with the hard R, Eli. Right? And so I clapped back, and I started making fun of his voice because he's autistic, right? And I go, Coach Eli, I call Eli the and work with the hard. What?
Unbelievable.
Did you really do that?
So Eli, there you go. An embarrassing moment with another embarrassing moment there. I noticed that you refused to speak about that part right there, but your life coaching career is all the way over. But the Amazon driver, back to the Amazon driver there. Now, I know a lot of people in this chat right here will say, well, I would have called the police. If you really think you would call the police, if you think you would call the police, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. JB Gunner, I see you in here. JB Gunner. I want to watch the clip again. Because I want you guys to put yourself into the position of this driver here. Let me know, just think about it one more time. If you think you would have called the police or 911, leave a 1 in the chat, but let's watch it again.
Looking at what the McCardle family found when they arrived home Saturday from the Cape after they got a call that their Medfield home was on fire.
We came home to a house filled with smoke and water and foam.
The fire broke out in trash bins next to the garage. Based on surveillance video, Peter McCardle tells us he believes it was due to materials thrown out by workers doing renovations on the house.
Unfortunately, the material that they disposed of was combustible.
But it's what the McCardle's surveillance video shows next that's jaw-dropping. 20 minutes after the first wisps of smoke, an Amazon driver opens the garage door to drop off a package. The driver walks through the smoke, sets down the box, backs up again, pauses, then eventually shuts the garage door and just leaves.
It's a little disturbing to know that this could have been prevented. If you see a fire, maybe call 911 or the fire department before you go on to your next delivery.
It would be another 3.5 hours before a passerby would see the flames and call 911. Crews from 10 towns spent another 4 hours knocking it down. The damage inside, extensive. That Amazon package, a soggy, smoky mess like the rest of the house. And when the McCardles called Amazon to make them aware of the situation,
the customer service lady said, I spoke to 2 managers and they're not willing to take your call because it wasn't their fault with the fire. And again, it wasn't to place blame. It was really more of an educational piece. Like, hey, maybe you can use this information to teach your drivers a little bit better to, if you see something, say something, especially a fire.
Now, let me know if you would have called 911, leave a 1. You also got to think about it like this. When people see people get into a fight on the street or arguing and stuff like that, there's a lot of people that will not, get involved. It's none of their business. But this delivery driver walked through the smoke like Goldberg or Gilbert. You know what I'm saying? He walked right through the smoke. He walked right through the fire. He walked right through the smoke. Now he walked through smoke that you can smell like. It will smell like chemical. He walked right through the smoke and everything. Okay? Okay? All right? I don't know. Police involved, reports, all this and that. What if you got to be at home? You got to do this. Let's say you're a caregiver, your wife might get mad at you because you were supposed to be home at this time. You are back home late. You got to have a remarkable ass story for this one, and then you got to pull out, yeah, babe, I was down. The FBI came, had me in there. It was just like watching Men in Black. They even gave me one of them light things, I think. You ain't trying to go through all of that, but at the same time, Holler, he did pause when he turned back. maybe he thought the pause, when he paused and looked, maybe he thought the smoke was like, maybe they were doing something or something like that. I have no idea what was in his head, but hopefully they don't try to sue this dude individually. Someone said it looks like insurance fraud. It could be insurance fraud, but at the same time, what would you do as a delivery driver right there? He said we could be the most effective medic team ever imagined. Look, man, look, that was crazy right there. That was crazy right there. Now, if you notice that when you're doing the gig work, where all the places that we park, you always see like where I am, it's a AMR, medical ambulance or something like that. JB Gunner said, he said, I call, drop the dime, then dip and get back home to watch Raw. Hey, now that's something right there too. People, look, you can say, hey, look, Saw, bam, get on there, make the call while I'm driving. Look, I think the house is on fire. I don't know. I dropped the package off. I don't know if anyone's home. I don't know what they're doing. And then you dip. At least there's a record that you at least went and did that. But I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I'm not about to stick around no fire like that. Now, there was a time when my mom was alive, and the house is right around here too. I was driving around the neighborhood with my mom and my wife, and I think my daughter was like real young. And there was a house, like it was so hot out here, like we get wildfires. The house was catching on fire. So I hopped out the car, I ran. They were trying to fill buckets of water. I ran straight, got the water hose, found the water hose when the things start spraying, but we actually managed to get the fire low enough. The fire department came and all that. I went into action there. I just happened to get out. I saw it. I went into action. I was not on the job at work though. There's a difference. I went into real good citizen, good Samaritan role because I wasn't at work. JB Gunner said, I ain't stand for any legal situation ever. Not my idea of a good time. I feel you on that one. My name Bennett. I ain't in it. People, sometimes you got to bend the corner, but at least a phone call. Now check this out. Last night, I'm walking my dogs around the park, right? And I'm like, why are my dogs not? I walk them off the leash, and I'm like, why are they not coming to when I'm calling them? So I see Lovely. There's a kennel in the park with a bully bulldog with a big old bag of dog food on it, right? Just sitting there, and in a wound spray. So I call 911. They say, because I didn't know if animal control was open. They said animal control, they're on call. So I'll go ahead and put this through. They never came. Very next morning, maybe at like 9 or so, went back up there to see if they got the dog. The dog's cage was open. Other people were like, there's a dog here. The dog went and hid himself in between these bushes and was barking at everybody. So I go run to go get my dog to try to get my dog to lure the dog out. That did not work. That dog was like Butch on Tom and Jerry. That dog wanted to bite the shit out of everybody that came near. The park workers came and they were trying to get the dog. Someone did not want their dog and they just left it in the park. Now out here where I live, they do that to small dogs and they call that coyote food. They'll leave a dog out there and the coyotes will go ahead and do it. Some people leave their dog on the freeway just because they know the chances of the dog living is so slim, but they actually left it here. Maybe someone would have maybe adopted the dog or did something else like that. The dog had a wound on his head. Animal control did come. So from my initial call, from when they actually came, was maybe about maybe about 17 hours it took for animal control to come to get the dog. There's no cameras. They did it next to a city yard. There's no cameras there. We don't know who did that, but they did that. I called the police in that situation, y'all. I'm an animal lover to the heart. I'm a nerd, people. I went to school for zoology first, people, before I switched my major to kinesiology. So I didn't want to do marine biology because of so much school. So I was in for zoology first, then skip to kinesiology, people. I'm a nerd inside. I only show it when I have to, but I'm an animal lover to the death. So called and They came and got the dog, so hopefully the dog is not going to be put to sleep. But by the way, he was trying to snap at everybody. Well, it was a girl dog. Hopefully they don't take that because it is a bully breed, small breed. They're probably going to euthanize the dog. That's what they're probably going to do unless someone magically comes by the pound, sees it, picks up the dog, and takes it. Go from there. I didn't like that at all. I thought it sucked. But that delivery driver right there, he's not wrong. Even though some people wish he would have did something else, he's not wrong. He did his thing. He got paid that day in full, made it home to your family. A lot of the things people got to understand that some people, their number one goal is to go to where they're going and make it back home safely. He made it back home safely right there. Nothing wrong with that guy right there. Okay, nothing wrong with that, but I gave 2 examples of me doing stuff like that. I'm certified in CPR and first aid and all that stuff, people. There was a time with me and my wife was inside the car. Someone got hit by a car on their bike. I had to hop out the car and spring in action. I've had to do that several times where you have to. I've never had to give CPR to someone, and I have never had to use the defibrillator on anyone. Luckily. Had to take care of my wife through seizures, through all that stuff. So, when you're a good Samaritan, it's in you naturally, like Captain Planet. The power is yours. Go out there and help. Who remembers the Captain Planet song? I think I do. Captain Planet, he's your hero, gonna take pollution down to 0. And that's all I remember right there. That's all I remember right there. But let me go ahead and give y'all a fist pump and give you guys a Thundercat. Oh, get one for Lionel there. But my favorite was Panthro. Panthro was cold. But I had to use Panthro to go help out Roy in the beginning of this thing because there was a bunch of lies being put out there by Thunder, Flex, and Jaded. Jaded already said Reese buried all of us. He didn't know that I was gonna come and go to, and it wasn't hard for me to do, people. All I did was go to my Hollywood Gig News playlist and I just typed up Thunder's name on my videos. Already got the videos there. I went to my Hollywood Gig News playlist. Oh, they said this. Man, they lying about this. Watch. Oops, got that video, man. So I put all those videos there for you. So now you guys can piece the puzzle together and to see that Roy was supporting Reese back then and all this other stuff. Roy has never switched on what he said, and I had to go ahead and do that for Roy. Roy did an emergency live stream today that was clickbait. So you guys stopped that. That's what you were going to get. So when I saw Roy do that, I said, oh, you know what? I'm going to give it to him, and I'm going to give it to him because Roy didn't even know I was doing this. So I did this for Roy. So yeah. And also, I think that Captain Planet, y'all, I think Captain Planet might be one of the best superheroes. Why don't nobody bring him up with Superman and all that? Is it because of them 5 kids in the rings? Earth, wind, fire, water, heart. When your powers combine, because of those kids. But when Captain Planet comes, he's coming. The only thing that can take him down are the negative elements on whatever planet he's on. But can those kids go to every planet? They would have to have NASA on their side or like SHIELD to fly out of space. 15 minutes for the whole building to catch on fire. It was a small fire, and those contractors are responsible and they need to be held accountable. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Sam. They need to be held accountable right there, because it's not Amazon's fault. It's no one's fault but the people who put those flammables there and everything else like that. People, I want to thank you guys for tuning on in. I did not want this to be a very, very long live. I wanted to get this in to maybe an hour max at time. I just wanted to go ahead and show Roy that I got your back and I got your support, because everything you said was the truth. And I brought out the actual video footage and the facts about all those guys. Flex never kicked off Cherry when Cherry was talking about his mom and everything to Thunder in front of Flex. And you guys saw in the video, Flex is up there laughing and giggling because it was all fun and games to him. Now, because Thunder paid him off, he's hurt and upset by it. Which one is it, Flex? The video shows it right there. The video shows it right there. So I want to go ahead and do that for you guys. And everything else there. So that was there for you guys. Hopefully you guys like the stream. And hey, someone send Roy a message and tell him Reese got his back. I'm out of here like Chuck Woolery, people, in 2 and 2.
Gig economy. Robert Reese. News channel. The gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. Hot facts. Hot facts. Hot facts.